the 8s.
Currently, the temperature is 55 degrees under clear skies. Here's our local Doppler radar. For tonight, generally clear, low 33, winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And on Thursday, sunny skies, high 68, winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And Thursday night, mostly clear skies, low 42, winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And on Friday, mainly sunny, high 70, winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Our week ahead.
Tornado Week, beginning Sunday, April 4th on the Weather Channel.
I'm Julie Martin, live in Fargo, North Dakota, where the Red River is on the rise. Coming up, we'll take a look at how the people here are fighting to keep it back.
The whole community here, the base of the homes are typically around 39 feet, so that's a little too close for comfort.
It's Midwest misery, and it could put people under financially. Tonight, the high price of flooding.
Floodwaters recede in the Northeast as conditions improve, but the forecast takes another stormy turn.
And spring is just a few days away, but you'd never know it in parts of the Rockies. Who is bracing for up to half a foot of fresh snow? So as Julie said, flood fears are certainly on the rise in the Midwest tonight. Hi, everyone, and welcome into our show. I'm Alexandra Steele.
And I'm Chris Warren. The Northeast is still trying to dry out, but we'll show you why more rain could be on the way.
But right now, of course, more on our top story, the Midwest misery. Take a look at the front page of the Free Press in Mankato, Minnesota. The headline says it all. The volunteers along the Red River are in flood fighting mode. Snowmelt is creating quite an issue. People talking, trying just to rise these waters as they continue. The flooding fears were so recent, of course, last year.
And word out of Fargo this hour, the goal of 1 million sandbags has been reached. It's all in an effort to protect against the rising Red River flooding.
And joining us live is Julie Martin, who has been in the neighborhoods across Fargo as, of course, everyone prepares for the imminent flooding. Julie, talk about it. Is there really a sense of palpable fear?
Actually, no, Alex. You know, a lot of the people here feel pretty confident that the work they're doing now is going to save their city, save their homes. Some good news out of Fargo tonight. In fact, I just got word that they're asking that no more volunteers show up tonight. They have ceased sandbagging operations for the evening. They say they're in good shape, and I'm sure they'll be back at it tomorrow. But take a look at some of the help they had today. Now, a lot of these are high school students. In fact, as many as 1,600 of them were given a day off of school today to get out there and roll up their sleeves and help protect these homes. College students also from multiple colleges in the area regionally have been in, also spending their spring breaks here, helping the people of Fargo. And then we have the city officials, we have the National Guard, you name it. So multiple agencies doing the very tough work it takes to protect against the rising water.
They take home many sore muscles. Some had a hard time getting out of bed this morning, but they know the value of a job well done. They're serving their community. Last year protected the city. We did the same thing. Yeah. We didn't have dikes break, and we're hoping for the same thing this year.
Well, right now the river stands at about 31 feet. It's expected to rise to 38 Sunday morning, so we still have several more feet to go and a long way to go in terms of that weight, which is going to be the hardest part, Alex.
All right, Julie Martin, thank you very much. We'll get back to you in a couple of minutes again to talk more about the meteorological factors that really have come together. But first, we've got some meteorological waves in the making, and of course in the southeast we've got rain on the radar.
That's exactly right. We do have an area of low pressure that's working through the southeast. In fact, with the radar here, you can actually see a little bit of that spin. We know that low pressure goes counterclockwise, and if you look, you can really kind of see the motion of it. Some of the most moderate rain, if not heavy rain, indicating by some of that red right there, happening in South Carolina. Otherwise, we are keeping a close eye on the west. It's because of this right here. Area of low pressure disturbance dropping down is going to create a pretty good storm system that's going to impact much of the country in the coming days. You can see we're going to have the colder air coming in behind the cold front. That's what a cold front does. Separates relatively warmer air from colder air. And boy, oh boy, you in Denver are really going to feel the effects of that from Thursday into Friday. So here we go. Take a look at this storm. The storm's still in the developing stage, so we still have a couple of really nice days on the way for places like Oklahoma City and Kansas City. As we put this into motion, you're going to watch this low trek across the country here into the plains. A few showers starting to pop up, but Oklahoma City still in the upper 60s, but we're going to have that chance for some thunderstorms in the mix as well. Instead of the 60s, we're going to be back in the 30s for highs in Denver. So that's a big change for you there, Denver. And we're also talking about the chance for some snow in Denver as well. Here we go on Saturday. St. Louis, some showers, some thunderstorms there in Houston. And then by Sunday, things changing for the East Coast as well. Showers starting to mix back into the picture. I'll have more on your coast-to-coast forecast, but first let's find out what's making headlines with Alex.
All right, Chris, thank you very much. Well, you know, it may not look like it when you see these pictures, but conditions are improving in Wayne, New Jersey. The Passaic River began receding overnight. It crested yesterday 5 feet above flood stage. New Jersey has been in a state of emergency since Sunday. And also there are flooding fears tonight in Rhode Island, and here's why. Today, state and local leaders toured the hardest hit areas. They are hoping federal funding will help pay for the cleanup. And you might say man was dog's best friend following a dramatic rescue, not once, but twice from Lake Erie yesterday morning. Now watch what happens as this dog jumps from one patch of broken ice to the next. So what happened, a rescuer lowered in a basket, got the dog, but once she brought the dog back, the dog ventured out into the ice and had to be rescued all over again. Both rescuer and dog are fine. All right, Chris now takes us coast to coast.
You know, if you're looking for some warm weather, maybe hop on a plane, head to the southwest, because we're going to see temperatures tomorrow in the upper 70s and 80s from LA to Phoenix as we have a storm bringing back winter to some spots throughout the country. Take a look at what's happening on your Thursday throughout places like Minneapolis here. We're still in the lower 60s. Detroit, look at this, upper 60s, some very mild air with us. But again, we're going to see that storm system still taking shape in the plains, eventually going to move to the eastern half of the country. But things still pretty quiet on your Thursday. Enjoy this weather. Of course, you know it's not going to last. Take a look at Music City here in Nashville. We have it's like a few clouds in the picture, but we're going to enjoy a few more days with highs in the 60s for you. 52 degrees right now in Nashville with a few clouds out there. We talk about the Northeast, and we're still looking pretty good, if not warm. Can we even say that? Warm in Philadelphia, sunshine and 70s. So looking pretty good in the Northeast, Alex.
Well, we should be saying warm soon because why? Spring officially begins this Saturday. So it is time for a quick pop quiz to see if you're ready for the season. Spring thunderstorms often produce damaging hail. So how many inches in diameter was the largest U.S. hailstone on record? Was it 10, 7, 15, or 20 inches? Answers coming up at 40 past the hour. But first, we're just getting started here on the show. Here's what else is coming up tonight.
And it was horrible. It was disgusting.
Some families have lost almost everything to flooding, but hope is not lost. Next, we'll show you where you can find help.
Plus, from 70 degrees to snow in a matter of 24 hours. Winter weather making a return to the Rockies. We'll show you where.
These weather-ready driving safety tips are sponsored by Subaru, with the confidence and control of symmetrical all-wheel drive standard on all vehicles.
love getting our Outback dirty because it seems like the dirtier it gets, the more it shines.
The Subaru Outback, Motor Trend's 2010 Sport Utility of the Year.
Hurry in to the Subaru Love Spring event for great deals on all models, now through March 31st.
You can run in anything. And apparently, some people do. But no matter what you wear, new Tide Plus Febreze Freshness Sport is the #1 sports detergent for stain removal, and it eliminates odors from your entire load. So whatever you choose to run in is clean and smells fresh. New Tide Plus Febreze Freshness Sport. Style is an option. Clean is not.
Pillsbury cinnamon rolls with Cinnabon cinnamon. As simple as bake them, frost them, devour them. This Sunday, delight your family with Pillsbury.
I'm Eric from Safelite. So you think that chip's too small to worry about? Well, a big bump could turn it into a crack. But if you call Safelite as soon as the chip appears, we can come to you and usually repair it without replacing the windshield. We inject our special resin, and in just 30 minutes, the result's almost invisible, and it's strong again. Plus, with most insurance plans, Safelite repair is no cost to you. Don't wait. Call us now or schedule online.
Safelite repair, Safelite replace.
It's better in the Bahamas. Romance all the day. All the hideaways for the lazy days. All the nights the people play. Ooh la la la, ooh la la. It's better in the Bahamas.
For a limited time, get a free companion airfare. Call 1-800-BAHAMAS or visit Bahamas.com. Minimum stay, taxes, fees, and restrictions apply.
Hey, Captain Hook, thanks for helping us become pirates in the Caribbean. There's so much fun for kids on a Disney cruise. Take a look. Enter for a chance to choose and cruise at weather.com/Disney Cruise. I sure hope they don't make me walk the plane.
And now, your local on the 8s.
Well, our top story tonight, of course, major fear of the inevitable flooding in northern plains. From the wet winter to the early spring thaw, the ingredients certainly ripe for flooding, and we've seen it. Fargo residents are bracing for the worst. So this type of spring flooding really has become a disturbing trend there. So let's get some insight now from the North Dakota State climatologist, Dr. Adnan Akuz. Doctor, thanks so much for joining us tonight. We've seen 5 of the top 8 crests have all occurred since 1997. Coincidental, or is there climate cause?
It is both, actually. The fall precipitation during the past season was the 14th wettest the fall. It gave us a signature to take a look at the flood potential in the coming season, because top 3, the fall precipitations, 2008, 1977, and 2000 happens to be 1, 2, and 3. They provided major the floods in Fargo.
Really been a kind of a confluence of events that have occurred. Talk about the fog factor. I think people will find that interesting, how fog exacerbated the temperatures.
The fog really made the latent heat released into the atmosphere and helped that the snow melt. And actually, and currently we have a rapid snow melt that created the crest actually stage rising up to 31 feet at this moment.
All right, Dr. Adnan Akuz, thank you so much, the state climatologist for North Dakota. Also, it's really the geography and the topography. It's incredibly flat there, and we'll talk more about that. But first, Chris now has more on the U.S. flood risk, which certainly is a certainty, right, Chris?
Yeah, and the map I'm going to show you just in a second here, Alex, kind of goes along really well with some of the wettest spots and the snowiest spots this past season. So you take a look here. This is courtesy of the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, and you can see where we have been talking about for the past couple of days, focusing in right there, the highest flood risk there, below average, where we've had some much drier weather throughout parts of the Northwest and the Intermountain West. And then again, you look at the Northeast and much of the South, also above average as far as the risk goes. We've had a lot of snow and a lot of rain. So let's go ahead now and talk about flooding. When we talk about flooding, this is what a lot of people think of. You think of the water going over, in this case, a bridge. This was taken this morning. This is courtesy of Dr. Donald Schwert from North Dakota State University. And this is at 30 feet. The Red River here, okay, 30 feet. Keep that in mind. This is what 30 feet does here on the Red River. So let's go ahead now and talk about a river gauge here. And you can see these purples. This indicates major flooding. And I want to show you that purple kind of in another representation here. And what this is, if we can show you, this is going to show you the stage we've had over the past couple of days, and that's the purple right here. This is all major flooding. This blue line indicates where the river has been. So this is what has actually been measured so far, and this green line showing the forecast. So remember that picture we were just looking at, 30 feet? That was this morning right there. Now we are above that and forecasted to get about 8 feet more by Sunday, just shy of the record stage there. So it's definitely not over yet, and things likely will get worse. Now here's Alex with more on what's on weather.com.
All right, Chris, so again, if this flooding, of course, in the Fargo area piques your interest, go to weather.com. It's just one of the many stories out there, and of course, of the site, weather.com. And this is the one I found interesting. A million sandbags have already been put together. There's video of the flooding, the pictures, the story, and also the community camaraderie, certainly a part of this story. Also, on a brighter note, the warmth in the Northeast. Look at the temperatures for tomorrow. Philadelphia, 70, 69 in New York City, so the warmth is really on. So your forecast, of course, takes you all the way through the next 7 days, even the month, and the climatology is there as well, and you'll see a little rain coming in the picture for the weekend. So we'll talk about that coming up. First, though, some of you getting firsthand knowledge of all the flooding in the Midwest. If you're not online, you're sending us your photos and some videos. We're going to show you the best of the eyewitness images coming up. And for the second time in 2 days, we're talking about a horse rescue. Details next on Weather Center.
This is the famous to-do list, and somehow updating the bathroom, it just hasn't gotten crossed off. Until I went to Lowe's and I met Betsy.
I just told her that she could get it done in one weekend.
And I was like, what?
And I reminded her of our everyday low price guarantee.
Betsy's awesome. She really helped me pull together a great look. I love my new bathroom, and it didn't break the bank.
Finally crossing it off the list!
Experience. Lowe's. Let's build something together. Come to Lowe's and receive 15% off all in-stock furniture style vanities.
Brought to you by Lowe's. Experience. Lowe's. Let's build something together.
What starts out as an innocent family dinner can sometimes get out of hand in a hurry. Unless, of course, you've got AT&T, the nation's fastest 3G network, which means you can surf the web and download videos in a snap. There you go, Dad. Hey. Thanks. This is good.
AT&T, a better 3G experience. Get 50% off all messaging phones after mail-in rebate, like the Pantech Reveal, only from AT&T.
Years ago, the world was faced with a challenge. And Lexus responded by building the world's first luxury hybrid. Today, 5.5 billion miles later, Lexus has 4 hybrid models on the road, including the HS, the most fuel-efficient of all luxury vehicles. See your Lexus dealer.
It is the highest elevation in the world. The harsh conditions and lack of oxygen strip away rational thought and push the body to its breaking point. Based on the best-selling true life story, the controversial yet ill-fated expedition that turned the top of Mount Everest into the deadliest point on Earth, into thin air, on the premiere of Flick into Forecast, Friday, March 26th at 8 p.m. on the Weather Channel.
Today could be the day.
The day you no longer have to live with bad, unhealthy teeth.
The day when years of embarrassment end.
The day the pain stops.
The day that you call Aspen Dental.
Right now at Aspen Dental, new patients get a free exam and x-rays. Make an appointment today.
Today's a good day to start smiling again.
When I see you smile.
Call 1-800-ASPEN Dental.
Dreaming of an endless summer? At Marblehead, summer's here all year. Delicious, casual, coastal comfort food, clams, oysters, crab cakes, and lobster. Always fresh fish, lobster mac and cheese, slow-roasted prime rib, the best raw bar, tummy-warming chowders, bisques, and stews. Am I drooling? Heartwarming coastal ambiance, sincere service, and true value. Marblehead Chowder House, just off Route 33, William Penn Highway, Easton.
Beginning Sunday, April 4th on the Weather Channel. And now, your local on the 8s.
Our local Doppler radar.
For tonight, mostly clear, low 33, winds light and variable. And on Thursday, a mainly sunny sky, high 68, winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. The week ahead.
Eyewitness photo time, and it seems we have been seeing quite a bit of lately, and that is flooding. Look at this. Gary YD sent this one into weather.com. Fairfield, New Jersey, and look at the floodwaters up on this home, showing just the extent of what flooding can do here. And you can see, look in the back, look at the garage back there. So a lot of water into a home can also be costly. Floodsmart.gov, check out this tool here. You can go on the side here, click how many inches in your home, in this case say 10 inches, and what this does is it estimates, itemizes all the potential damage, and then tallies it all up there for you. So, you know, if you're afraid of flooding, you know, this can actually help you prepare for the case of flooding.
All right, Chris, thanks a lot. Great place. All right, now it is time for all three clues to Where Am I? And the first one is this: I am home to 3 colleges. Number 2, my lowest recorded temperature is 15 degrees below zero. And number 3, each May I host a festival named after a local river stop. And it is sent by our viewer and Facebook friend, Kent Skiles. So, Kent, thank you so much. All right, when we come back, we take you from Miami all the way from Miami, Florida to Medford, Oregon and Medford, Massachusetts. Talk your forecast. Chris wraps it up in 60 seconds when we come back.
This is your captain speaking. We are 14th in line for takeoff. Beep, 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 beep. I gotta get to Cleveland. Hey, traffic.
Amtrak. Enjoy the journey.
With 14 weekday departures to Lancaster and Harrisburg.
Doing your taxes alone could really cost you.
This year, I did my taxes 2 ways. I did it on my own, online, and then I went into an H&R Block. When I get there, he told me my refund was $2,000 more than what I had found on my own. Surprise!
Tax laws are always changing, so doing your taxes alone isn't for everyone.
I went to H&R Block, somebody that I can have confidence in.
If you want to make sure nothing is missed, choose the pros at H&R Block. Just like ESIS and 500 million others did. H&R Block. Get it right.
Nationwide Insurance, talk to me.
For once, I'd just like to see my insurance bill get smaller.
Jen will switch to Nationwide Insurance if you create something that automatically scans her policy to find discounts she earns as her life changes. And you have 5 seconds.
This could save me money, right?
Oh, yeah. You can't do anything in 5 seconds. This is great. Oh, here we go. Redniff Nuskin. Love it.
Discount finder.
Even better.
Oh, thanks.
That's great.
Yeah.
60-second forecast time. I'm Chris Warren. That forecast starts now, and we're off. Here we go. Take a look at the forecast, in particular the temperatures here for the Northeast. 60s and some 70s. New York City, 71 for you tomorrow afternoon. How about that? Even Buffalo into the mid-50s. And we take a look at Philadelphia, upper 60s, and we're seeing mid-60s in Pittsburgh as well. Should be warmer in the southeast, but slowly warming up. We're getting temperatures back closer to normal here, closer to average. We'll be into the 60s many spots. Miami still a chance for a few showers, lower 70s daytime high. Notice the next system starting to bring a few showers back into the picture here throughout the upper Midwest and the Plain States. We're going to see plenty of sunshine, and look at these numbers, well above average. Temperatures back into the 60s. And the forecast for the west looks like this. That storm's starting to take shape here, and enjoy the mild weather, even warm weather for you in Denver. That will be going away by Friday. You can pretty much cut that in half. Still looking very warm in Phoenix and Los Angeles, upper 70s and 80s. Alex?
I cut that in half an hour to half a foot of snow, right? All right, when we come back, Fargo under a state of emergency. Julie Martin is there live now. Hi, Julie.
That's right, the Red River is rising, but the people here at Fargo are putting up a very good fight. Coming up, we'll take a look at how they're doing it.
This summer, the Cayman Islands brings you paradise with a splash. From now until September 1st, book a minimum 5-night stay during Cayman Summer Splash and get a 5th night free. And enjoy a free trip to legendary Stingray City. To book, visit CaymanSummerSplash.com.
The Cayman Islands.
The Cayman Islands, close to home, far from expected.
Relax. Recharge and restore. Introducing the refreshing fragrance of cool serenity with hints of soothing water, fresh peony flowers, and rich sandalwood. Find it in the new Relaxing Moments collection from Glade.
SC Johnson, a family company.
Every Saturday morning,
Time to get our weekend started here.
get a forecast for your life and how you live it.
So enjoy that weekend break while you get it.
Weekend View, Saturday morning at 7.
Weather looks fantastic here.
Only on the Weather Channel.
Stay tuned for your local on the 8s, brought to you by Subaru, exclusive sponsor of Weather Ready Driving Safety.
We love getting our Outback dirty because it seems like the dirtier it gets, the more it shines.
The Subaru Outback, Motor Trend's 2010 Sport Utility of the Year.
Hurry into the Subaru Love Spring event for great deals on all models, now through March 31st.
Know what to do, whatever the weather brings. Be weather ready. And now, your local on the 8s.
Currently in our area, 57 degrees under clear skies. Here's our local Doppler radar. For tonight, mostly clear, low 33, winds light and variable. And on Thursday, a mainly sunny sky, high 68, winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And Thursday night, a few clouds from time to time, low 42, winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And on Friday, mainly sunny, near record high temperatures, high 70, winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
About a week ago, the National Weather Service predicted the crest at 28 feet, and 4 days later it was up to 38 feet. So, you know, we knew we had to take action at that point. And our house is at, the whole community here, the base of the homes are typically around 39 feet, so that's a little too close for comfort. And last year the waters actually rose to 41 feet. So if it weren't for the dikes, basically all our homes would have been destroyed.
So once again this year we are continuing to track the flooding in the Midwest. Water from the Red River already getting dangerously close to the same homes in the same area.
Also making weather news tonight, winter's revenge impacting the Rockies all the way to the Northeast by this weekend. That's right, we're talking more rain.
Oh, and snow in places like Denver. We'll talk about that. But first, right now, officials in Fargo, North Dakota are hoping 1 million sandbags are enough to hold back the inevitable.
Tonight, the Weather Channel's Julie Martin joins us now from Fargo. And what's the latest there, Julie?
Well, Chris and Alex, the Red River is still expected to rise another several feet by Sunday, but the people here aren't waiting to find out just how bad it could get. It is a day off for thousands of high school kids in Fargo, North Dakota, but they're getting a lesson in compassion.
The neighbors where we were yesterday, the residents that we were sandbagging, they were so pleased with our kids, their effort, their politeness, their hard work. They were so grateful as we left. Tears were in their eyes, so it makes our day.
They're among an army of volunteers fighting against the rising Red River. So far, they've filled 1 million sandbags, the city's goal. The mission now spreading what's left to the neighborhoods that need the most protection.
Well, I'm certainly wondering if I'm going to be able to stay in my home. It may be bought out. They may need to take my home.
Huh.
Yeah.
This is your parents' home, though.
This was my parents' home, and I raised my last 3 kids here.
On Fargo's south side, work in the Oak Creek neighborhood is winding down. Residents in the subdivision of 19 homes have worked nonstop over the past 2 days to help build this levee that stretches for almost a mile.
It's all grassroots. It's all from bottoms up. Everybody somehow pitches in whatever they need to do.
Stan Schultz considers himself seasoned. This photo album from last year explains why.
All the homes were fine. I'm not worried at all. I just, after what we went through last year, we have 100% confidence in the community.
This time, they aren't taking any chances with the expected 38-foot rise.
I think we had like 60,000 sandbags in this neighborhood alone. 5 skid steers running them to the backyards, and probably 200 volunteers at any one time in lines throwing these bags.
A lot of sore backs here?
Yeah, I think so.
But if the hard work pays off, the city's residents will survive another battle against the odds. Until then, there's no stopping their will to hold back the water.
Perhaps some of our parents, told us about their experiences, maybe your grandparents in World War II, and what it was like when the whole country was together. And that's how this community feels. I mean, it's just like there's no question to ask. Everybody's here to help. Whatever needs to get done gets done.
And that is certainly the case tonight. In fact, the city of Fargo announcing that they don't need any more volunteers tonight. In fact, they have so many that they're in good shape for this evening. Now, tomorrow, another story, another day, and we will keep you posted here in Fargo. Back to you guys.
All right, certainly an evolving story, huh, Julie, as the clock winds down to Sunday morning when it is expected to peak. All right, so let's now talk a little bit about the weather and climatological factors that have really exacerbated the flooding. And certainly, Chris, temperatures is part of that story.
Yeah, you want to talk about rapid snow melt? Here's why. If you're in the Midwest, Great Lakes, do you have it yet, or you catch the spring fever yet? Because right now temperatures are in the 50s, and if this hasn't done it for you, take a look at the forecast, the highs, and talk about that rapid snow melt. We are seeing daytime highs expected to be well into the 60s. That's the number in the blue box here. The other number here showing how far away from average we are looking at. So more than 20 degrees warmer than average on your Thursday. Alex?
All right, Chris, thank you very much. And more on the Northeast. Now, they too continue their cleanup tonight from those weekend storms that were brutal with the wind and the rain. But WJR reporter Katie Davis shows us the damage has hurt some residents well beyond repair.
As the water level drops in West Warwick, the cleanup begins. But for people here, the problems are far from over.
Can't you bring a dumpster and have some guys help me clean out my basement? I'm alone with 3 kids.
All my kids' stuff is in sewage, and I got what I could the day that we could get in, and it was horrible. It was disgusting. It was smelled.
Here we are. An 87-year-old woman sitting in the parking lot over here. I'm handicapped. My daughter's handicapped. Who the hell is ever going to do something for us? When? I'd like to see it before I die.
Residents gathered at Providence and River Streets Wednesday morning so state and local leaders could get a better idea of the extent of the damage. The goal is to get federal aid for homes and businesses damaged by flooding in Rhode Island. Many businesses in West Warwick found their shops flooded, causing concerns about hazardous chemicals that may have seeped into the floodwater.
Remember, you are covered by hazardous waste regulations, so they have to be properly.
Rhode Island General Treasurer Frank Caprio was also on the scene Wednesday morning. The candidate for governor talked with small business owners about how the state can help them rebuild.
There's a lot of jobs, there's a lot of family businesses here. It's classic Rhode Island. People working hard every day trying to pay their bills, and this is just another issue that they have to deal with.
Many say their businesses have literally been washed away, and they'll need any help they can get.
104 years it's been in the family, and everything that we ever worked for or anything is all on the water.
We're going to see more of the blue skies in the Northeast, including Rhode Island. Temperatures in Boston back in the lower 60s. A few showers around the Carolinas and southern Florida. Meanwhile, the middle part of the country, another very mild day. Chicago 65. The high today in Detroit was 65 degrees, 19 degrees warmer than what you typically see. We have a very mild evening, 50s right now, 52 degrees in Detroit. So we take a look at the west, and we are going to see that next storm really start to take shape, and it's going to bring big changes for you in Denver. More on that coming up. Alex?
All right, thanks, Chris. So from green on the map to St. Patrick's Day green. How did you celebrate the day? Millions of people lined parade routes from Indianapolis to Chicago, Detroit, and New York. Next in the top 5, we'll talk about some of the longest running parades in St. Patty's Day history. And also to Atlanta, Georgia, one of the worst weather spots. Next.
Bathroom is still life? How about bathroom as real life? Moen. Buy it for looks, buy it for life.
Don't forget to shower.
Compare hundreds of travel sites at once. Kayak. Search one and done.
There aren't many of us who use a cell phone just to make phone calls. But when AT&T or Verizon offer you an unlimited plan for $69.99, that's all it's good for, phone calls. With Sprint, for the same price, you get unlimited text, unlimited web, and unlimited calling to every mobile phone in America. Now that's more like it.
$69.99 for unlimited text, web, and calling to any mobile in America. Only from Sprint.
Edmunds.com said, Hyundai just might take over the world with this thing. CarAndDriver.com exclaimed, just call it impressive. And MotorTrend.com added, this could be America's next bestseller. All of that before any of them saw this. Presenting the all-new 200 horsepower, 35 mile per gallon Hyundai Sonata. And you can quote us on that.
Jim Cantori always gets to the eye of the storm. Now he gets to the heart of the story. Meet amazing people who have adapted to impossible conditions and made them home.
Join me for Cantori Stories.
Sunday night at 9 on the Weather Channel.
Stay tuned for your Local on the 8s, brought to you by the Islands of the Bahamas. For deals as amazing as our water is, visit Bahamas.com/deals. It's better in the Bahamas.
It's better in the Bahamas. Romance of the day. All the hideaways for the lazy days. All the nights the people play. Ooh la la la, ooh la la. It's better in the Bahamas.
For a limited time, get a free companion airfare. Call 1-800-BAHAMAS or visit Bahamas.com. Minimum stay, taxes, fees, and restrictions apply.
Tornado Week, beginning Sunday, April 4th on the Weather Channel. And now, your Local on the 8s.
Currently, the temperature is 57 degrees under clear skies. Our local Doppler radar. For tonight, mostly clear, low 33, winds light and variable. And on Thursday, a mainly sunny sky, high 68, winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Our 7-day outlook.
On this day in weather history, we go back to 1990, where flooding killed 22 people in the southeast. Some parts of the area had 16 inches of rain in 2 days during the storm. The floods came in with a $100 million price tag in Alabama alone. So for worst weather, I keep it in the southeast. This is where Chris and I pick where we think was the worst weather today, and I chose Atlanta. And if we take a live look, you'll see why. This is it. Light rain, 40-degree temperatures all day long, foggy, raw. Temperatures warmer in Bangor, Maine, 62, almost 15 degrees warmer. Only 4 days this month have we been at 60 or better, and we should be at 65 for an average, so it's been brutal.
Yeah, I went with the people that are on spring break right now watching us in the hotel room on the Gulf Coast. Panama City, Florida, 51 degrees right now. It's cloudy. Rain earlier when you want to be on the beaches.
It's true.
Really never got during the afternoon above 54 degrees. Detroit, the high today was 65.
All right.
Just now on Twitter, Doppler Tom says, hey, come spring break in Detroit.
That's right. That's good for Detroit. So it's kind of the same vein, although if you're in Atlanta, you're probably just working less than coming here for spring break.
In Atlanta, like you're saying, it's cumulative.
That's
it's
right.
Just been
it's the cumulative wear.
Down.
That's right. All right. So do you like Chris's idea? You beach bound and you're bummed, or in Atlanta, Georgia? So get online and vote. Tweet us. Facebook, Twitter, just hit us up and vote yourself or show us kind of your own idea. But let's take a look at the Southeast finally. Tomorrow and on Saturday, the nicest day from Atlanta to Savannah and all the way south toward the Panhandle that we've seen. So if you're out there, Chris, where you want to be in the Panhandle of Florida, soaking up the sun, finally beautiful Saturday. And then also we're going to watch this wet weather move in on Sunday. So about 9 days ago in Atlanta, we had a rare 70, but before that, it wasn't until last summer. So it's been certainly cold. And here comes the rain once again, so no question about it. 2 nice days, and the rain comes in with the front and behind it. Cooler air sets the stage for a cool week once again next week.
All right, now it's time for tonight's top 5, keeping it green.
All right, let's keep it green like your tie. Chris has a green tie on in honor of the holiday, St. Patrick's Day, and we're talking about the longest running parades. Chris?
Yeah, New Orleans, 1809, and we're talking the longest, so it's going to get even earlier than that.
All right, you can see Morristown, New Jersey. You'll notice the concentration here in the Northeast. Philadelphia from 1871, they've been doing this.
And they've been doing these longer than we've been a nation. 1762, New York City.
And to number 1, Boston, Mass, claiming the oldest parade, the longest running from 1737. They've been doing.
And New York City can claim title to the largest St. Patty's Day parade in the world with 150,000 marchers and more than 2 million people lining the parade route along 5th Avenue.
And of course, you can see right there the Empire State Building clad in their green in honor of the holiday. And to Savannah, Georgia we go, and the parade marches through and did march through the city today. For the most part today, it was dry skies, although kind of some rain showers came in the end of the parade. But a live look you can see there, and they're out and about. What was the name of that, the good bar, Smile in Savannah?
What was it?
Oh, I have it written down. Smile in Charlie's or something with the dual piano. Yeah. I'll come. I wrote it down.
Smileys or sweet?
Not on these notes. The 16 pages on my other desk. Smiley Charlie's. Is that it?
Smiley Charlie's?
No, I don't think so. All right. Time now for our weather-ready question. Earlier, we asked you how many inches in diameter was the largest U.S. hailstone on record?
And they were 10, 7, 15, or 20 inches. And the answer, 7 inches.
That's right, and it was in Nebraska. The storm fell in Aurora, Nebraska during a June 2003 thunderstorm, making it the largest ever.
And of course, as spring starts to crank up, it's important to remember to be safe during severe weather.
And of course, that includes driving. Take a look.
Each year, rain is a major cause of traffic accidents. Severe weather like heavy rain can make it difficult to see other vehicles, road signs, even the road itself. So take precautions when driving this season. Before hitting the road, check your wiper blades to ensure they're in good condition and functioning properly. Wipers should not streak or skip. Next, examine your tires regularly for any visible signs of wear or damage. Tire pressure is also important, as this has a major effect on how your vehicle will handle when stopping, taking off from a stop, and turning. Next, while driving in rain, slow down. Hitting puddles at high speeds can reduce your traction and cause you to skid, so if possible, stay toward the middle of the road. Also, consider an all-wheel drive vehicle that gives traction to all 4 wheels, which will help keep your vehicle in control. Avoid using cruise control in slippery conditions such as rain. If you hydroplane, it's possible your car could actually accelerate to pick up the slack and to keep the car at the established cruise control speed. Finally, always keep alert and stay safe on the road. For more driving safety tips, go to weather.com/ready.
Savannah Smiles on Bay Street.
You got
it. I found it in my notes. All right, so the Rockies will duel with, this is one of the best stories of the day, I think, weather-wise.
Yes, indeed. And tonight's Storm Tracker Focus, we're going to talk about how Denver is going to go from warm to very, very cold and white before you know it.
All right, and don't forget to see it and send it. Amazing video and pictures coming in. We'd love to see yours as well, so send it on.
These weather-ready driving safety tips are sponsored by Subaru, with the confidence and control of symmetrical all-wheel drive standard on all vehicles.
We love getting our Outback dirty because it seems like the dirtier it gets, the more it shines.
The Subaru Outback, Motor Trend's 2010 Sport Utility of the Year.
Hurry into the Subaru Love Spring event for great deals on all models, now through March 31st.
It is the highest elevation in the world. The harsh conditions and lack of oxygen strip away rational thought and push the body to its breaking point. Based on the best-selling true life story, the controversial yet ill-fated expedition that turned the top of Mount Everest into the deadliest point on Earth, into thin air, on the premiere of Flick into Forecast, Friday, March 26th at 8 p.m. on the Weather Channel.
I can choose to make every day count.
Following a serious accident or traumatic injury, you have a right to choose your rehabilitation hospital. Choose Good Shepherd. With 4 inpatient facilities, we'll get you back to living your life.
At Scott Mazda, we invite you to our Claim Your Mazda sales event during the month of March. Select from over 100 Mazda 3s and get 0% financing for 60 months, or lease a 3 for $199 per month with 0 out of pocket. Or choose a Mazda 6 and receive 0% for 60 months, or lease it for $239 per month with 0 due at signing. Dollar for dollar, there is no better new car value than Mazda. See you at Scott Mazda and claim your Mazda today.
I can choose to return to my life better, faster.
Following a stroke or serious injury, you have a right to choose your rehabilitation hospital. Choose Good Shepherd. With 4 inpatient facilities, we'll get you back to living your life.
And now, your local on the 8s.
Here's our local Doppler radar. For tonight, mostly clear, low 33, winds light and variable. And on Thursday, a mainly sunny sky, high 68, winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Our week ahead.
And of course, you can listen to the Weather Channel. You, of course, watch and listen to us, but also when you're driving around on the radio, we have radio meteorologists.
We do, and Jennifer Natoso is one of them. And Jennifer, you worked for a while in Fargo. Certainly that is such a top story with the flooding. Talk about what you know that's happening there.
We checked in with 790 KFGO in Fargo today to get the latest from our affiliate on what's going on with the flood fight. And while the crest is still days away, Fargo is making sure its ducks, or more appropriately, its sandbags, are in a row. KFGO tells us busloads of volunteers from both sides of the river have been throwing bags to make sure the city is ready for the Red River to top 37 feet this weekend.
Well, the city of Fargo had a goal of 1 million sandbags to be filled by St. Patrick's Day, and they reached it. The volunteer turnout in the last couple of days here in Fargo and across the river in Moorhead, Minnesota, has been nothing short of spectacular.
Now, with Fargo in pretty good shape, attention turns to some of the smaller rural spots north and west of town. We're told some of these farming communities were surrounded by water for an extended period during last year's flood of records, so that's something to certainly be concerned about going into this weekend. Alexandra and Chris.
All right, Weather Channel radio meteorologist Jennifer Natoso, thank you.
All right, Jennifer, thank you very much. Well, you know, temperatures hovered near 70 in Denver today.
That's right, but by the weekend, Denver will struggle to get out of the 30s, and there's snow on the way as well. We'll have the details on that next in the Storm Tracker Focus.
And not just an inch or two. We're talking potentially 6 inches at the very least for Denver. So typical Denver, of course, those temperatures in that mass fluctuate so dramatically. In Denver, a mild day, you can see that guy walking around with short sleeves on, and that's not going to be the case. Oh, here's a runner.
You're going to put some pants on, buddy, in a couple days.
Oh, that's right. You're going to be biking with the fatty wheels on your bike.
Think Olay is just anti-aging for your face? New Total Effects Body Wash fights 7 signs of body aging, increasing elasticity, locking in moisture, and more. New Olay Total Effects Body Wash. Total anti-aging for your body from Olay.
Let's pretend you had a magic outlet. You could use it to quietly power lots of things, even when there was no electricity. It was lightweight and came in different sizes. That's exactly the idea behind Honda portable generators. Quiet, reliable, and fuel efficient. They're not really magic, but they can make magical things happen. Honda, the power of dreams.
Years ago, the world was faced with a challenge. And Lexus responded by building the world's first luxury hybrid. Today, 5.5 billion miles later, Lexus has 4 hybrid models on the road, including the HS, the most fuel-efficient of all luxury vehicles. See your Lexus dealer.
Try Scrubbing Bubbles Toilet Cleaning Gel. Stamp it in, and for a whole week, it cleans and freshens. Toilet Cleaning Gel, the freshest way to keep a toilet clean. And it lasts up to 6 weeks. Now that's great value.
SC Johnson, a family company. Introducing the new Premier Rewards Gold Card from American Express. The only charge card that earns triple points on airfare, double points on gas and groceries, a single point on everything else. Points you can use for over 1 million rewards, including travel on any airline, anytime. The annual fee for the first year is on us, and you can earn 10,000 bonus points with your first purchase. Start earning brilliantly. Call 1-800-AXP-GOLD or visit axpgold.com to apply.
All right, Storm Tracker Focus time.
We're talking Denver, and keep in mind, this is a place that can see some big swings this time of year. Right now, we're looking at a swing back to winter. What you're seeing, the colors on there, the blue and the white indicating some watches and warnings. Yes, winter storm watches and warnings. Here's why. Area of low pressure will bring a cold front through. Temperature's going to go from the mid-60s. Today it was 68 degrees in Denver. When that comes through, it's going to bring with it much colder air and some snow. Now, the record today in Denver is 75. Also, the record low, -6. So that's a big spread.
That is. I bet they were playing golf today around Cherry Creek and hanging out in the Lodo District. And look at that. They're going to be nothing playing golf, that's for sure.
Look for the sleds for Saturday morning.
Yeah, how cool will that be? That's a neat place to live because of that.
Sure.
All right, when we come back, sandbags piling up as riverside towns just try to come to grips with the flooding that is imminent.
Our team coverage of Fargo's flood fight continues next on Weather Center.
It was that day at the airport. Carl had been diagnosed with Alzheimer's.
Grandma!
But I waited to see how he did.
Julie?
I'm Amy, Grandpa.
That day I knew I couldn't wait. Our doctor told us prescription Aricept is the only treatment proven effective for all stages of Alzheimer's. Studies showed Aricept slows the progression of Alzheimer's symptoms. It improves cognition and slows the decline of overall function. We started Carl on it right away.
Aricept is well tolerated, but not for everyone. People at risk for stomach ulcers or who take certain other medicines should tell their doctors because serious stomach problems such as bleeding may get worse. Some people may experience fainting. Some people may have nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, bruising, or not sleep well. Some people may have muscle cramps or loss of appetite or may feel tired. In studies, these were usually mild and temporary.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Talk to your doctor about Alzheimer's treatments, including Aricept. Don't wait. Alzheimer's isn't waiting.
What the people need is a way to make them smile. It ain't so hard to do if you know how.
It's time to get away to Branson, Missouri. Music and nature in perfect harmony. Fabulous shows, shopping, lakes, outdoor adventures, and attractions for the whole family at prices that'll make you smile. Call 877-BRANSON or go to explorebranson.com for special offers.
Every Saturday morning,
Time to get our weekend started here.
get a forecast for your life and how you live it.
So enjoy that weekend break while you get it.
Weekend View, Saturday morning at 7.
Weather looks fantastic here.
Only on the Weather Channel.
The Weather Channel is brought to you by this cable or satellite provider. You can also get reliable forecasts from the Weather Channel through this radio station or newspaper.
The time.
6 a.m.
The place.
The Weather Channel.
The man.
Al Roker.
Wake up with Al. Now, you're local on the 8s.
Currently in our area, 55 degrees under clear skies. Our local Doppler radar. For tonight, mostly clear, low 33, winds light and variable. And on Thursday, a mainly sunny sky, high 68, winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And Thursday night, a few clouds from time to time, low 42, winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And on Friday, mainly sunny, near record high temperatures, high 70, winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. The week ahead.
Tornado Week, beginning Sunday, April 4th on the Weather Channel.
I'm Julie Martin, live in Fargo, North Dakota, where the Red River is on the rise, but the people here are putting up quite a fight. I'll show you what they're doing and how they're doing it.
The homes are typically around 39 feet, so that's a little too close for comfort.
It's Midwest misery, and it could put people under financially. Tonight, the high price of flooding.
Floodwaters recede in the Northeast as conditions improve, but the forecast takes another stormy turn.
And spring is just a few days away, but you'd never know it in parts of the Rockies, who is bracing for up to half a foot of fresh snow. So flood fears on the rise. once again in the Midwest tonight. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the top of the show. I'm Alexandra Steele.
And I'm Chris Warren. The Northeast is still trying to dry out, but we'll show you why more rain could be on the way.
But right now, more on this Midwest misery. Now, take a look at the front page of the Free Press in Mankato, Minnesota. The headline there says it all. The volunteers along the Red River are in flood fighting mode. The snow melt creating quite an issue. People just trying to keep the rising waters from flooding again this year.
And word out of Fargo this hour, the goal of 1 million sandbags has been reached. It's all in an effort to protect against the rising Red River flooding.
And Julie Martin has been there and is there live tonight. And, you know, Julie, what seems most interesting to me in hearing from you all night is that what we've seen from the community coming together, but there's really a calmness, hot on the heels of what they dealt with last year. This seems palatable. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely, Alex. As one gentleman told me this afternoon, he says he's seasoned now. They feel like he felt like he's been through this. He knows the drill, and the planning started days ago, not just at the final hours. So that's the good thing. But boy, what a lot of work has gone in here. As you mentioned, 1 million sandbags now accomplished. And by the way, just let me tell you, these are about 40, 45 pounds. Very tough, back-breaking work for the people here of Fargo and the many volunteers. In fact, thousands of high school students and college students have come in. They've given up their spring breaks, taken a day off of school, and rolled up their sleeves just to help the people here.
It hijacks my life when we have a flood. I don't want to do this again. Well, I'm certainly wondering if I'm going to be able to stay in my home.
Now, the river is right now at about 31 feet. It's expected to crest at 38 feet Sunday morning. So that's 2 feet lower than last year's record level. But still, we're talking about a tremendous amount of water that is trying to be pushed back here in the city of Fargo. So we're going to keep you posted as the week progresses live from Fargo. For now, I'll toss it back to you guys in Atlanta.
All right, Julie, thank you so much. Certainly just a countdown to that bewitching hour that is Sunday morning when it's expected to crest. Thanks so much, Julie. All right, now let's take a look at what we've got here in the southeast. More rain is coming there. Certainly not to what we've seen in the northeast into the Midwest, but also into the Ohio Valley. Cincinnati, some roads there closed because of the high water as well. Public landing also along the river is underwater, and across the river in northern Kentucky, waterfront restaurants have installed aluminum walkways over the parking lot so customers can get in because of the Ohio River. And in downtown St. Paul, Minnesota, the Mississippi River also has hit flood stage. The city is under a state of emergency. There are some traffic problems, but otherwise really no major impacts. Let's take a look right now, though, where we are seeing some rain, and we're seeing it in the southeast, right, Chris?
Yes, we are. We're seeing scattered showers. Now, we're looking at scattered showers from Mississippi to Alabama over to Georgia, but the heaviest concentration of showers here now, South Carolina moving up into North Carolina, and we still have just a few showers hanging around here throughout parts of Florida. Meanwhile, we're watching that next storm start to take shape. We take a look here in the west, and you can see this area of low pressure right here. More importantly, the cold front behind it. What's a cold front? Separates relatively warmer air from relatively colder air, and we're really going to feel the difference when we change air masses for you in Denver over the next couple of days. So ahead of this, we're going to have a few clouds, but we're also going to have some very mild temperatures. Take a look at this. Ahead of this, Kansas City, Oklahoma City, mid-60s on the way. Storm still taking shape. Put this in motion. This is your Thursday. Now we're going to take it into Friday. Take a look at what we have here. We're going to start to see more of that rain move back into the picture. Also some wind to go along with this. Goodbye 60s for you in Denver. Hello 30s. Hello freezing, and some snow. Could see several inches of snow on the ground. Oklahoma City still in the upper 60s, but we do have a chance for some thunderstorms to move in there. Kansas City also going to see an increasing chance for rain on Friday, and then on Saturday rain start to move into the south and then into the east by Sunday. We'll have more on your coast to coast forecast in a moment, but now let's find out what's making headlines with Alex.
And Chris, we start our headlines into the northeast, and you know what? Conditions are improving in Wayne, New Jersey, although it may not look like it from this picture. The Passaic River began receding overnight. It crested yesterday at 5 feet above flood stage. New Jersey has been under a state of emergency since Sunday.
20 years, and I've never seen it like this here.
And also there are flooding issues in Rhode Island as well. Today, state and local leaders toured the hardest hit areas, and they too are hoping federal funding will help pay for all the cleanup. And you might say man was dog's best friend following a dramatic rescue, not once, but twice from Lake Erie yesterday morning. Now watch what happens. See that dog there? It jumps from one patch of broken ice to the next. Now, a rescuer was lowered in a basket and got the dog, but once they got back to the shore, the dog ventured back out into the ice again, only to have to be rescued once again. The dog finally returned to her owner. All right, now go back to Chris, who takes us coast to coast.
And we are going to start off here on the West Coast, where we're going to have some big changes on the way, Alex. We have this powerful front right here that's going to be moving through. And before it, though, we're going to have some very warm temperatures in Phoenix, Los Angeles. Look at this. Denver, 66 degrees on your Thursday. As we move into Friday, cut that number in half. Meanwhile, still looking pretty good in Detroit, upper 60s. We're going to be around 62 degrees in Minneapolis, Kansas City, sunshine and 64. It's going to be a little breezy at times. The south starting to warm up as well. Showers still going to linger a little bit throughout parts of Florida, but take a look at Columbia, South Carolina, where we do have rain in the state, but not right here at the moment. Just cloudy skies in Columbia, 47 degrees. And so we'll have more in the Northeast coming up in a little bit. Alex?
All right, Chris, thank you. Well, we're just getting started here on the show. Here's what else is coming up tonight.
And it was horrible. It was disgusting.
Some families have lost almost everything to flooding, but hope is not lost. Next, we'll show you where you can find help.
Plus, from 70 degrees to snow in a matter of 24 hours. Winter weather making a return to the Rockies. We'll show you where.
Boring ground beef? Let Campbell's transform it into French onion burgers with unmistakable flavor. Go to campbellskitchen.com for more mouth-watering recipes.
So many reasons it's so good.
Prilosec OTC. Want more acid-stopping power? Prilosec OTC has 24% more acid-stopping power than Prevacid 24-hour. So, more power to you. Prilosec OTC. Heartburn gone, power on.
Thanks to the new Venture Card from Capital One, we get double miles with every purchase. So we earned a tropical vacation in half the time. We earn double miles every time we use our card. Double miles add up fast, so we can bring the whole gang.
Awesome!
It's hard to beat double miles. Everyone knows 2 is better than 1.
Introducing the Venture Card from Capital One with double miles on every purchase every day. Go to CapitalOne.com.
Hey, what's in your wallet? Wait up!
This just in via text message and wall post. The search is on for cute boots.
Introducing the backflip from AT&T. Breaking the news that's important to you.
This just in on Twitter and Facebook. A local bachelor age 41 has just enrolled in karate.
Introducing the backflip. Facebook, Twitter, text, and more. Streaming on a single screen. Only on AT&T.
Fire damage strikes fast. So do we when you call the cleanup specialists at 1-800-SERVE-PRO like it never even happened.
Boring ground beef? Let Campbell's transform it into French onion burgers with unmistakable flavor. Go to campbellskitchen.com for more mouth-watering recipes.
So many reasons it's so good.
And now, your local on the 8s.
Our top story tonight, major fear of the inevitable flooding in the northern plains. From the wet winter to the early spring thaw, all the ingredients certainly have been there for flooding. Fargo residents are just bracing for the worst. It's really the bewitching time of Sunday morning when that river is expected to crest. The Ohio River, too, has peaked, and the imminent danger there, though, seems to be over. While some, and there are still concerns, the water could rise when the snow comes up. The river, of course, melting, the rain coming in, and the snow combining with thunderstorm runoff. The same ingredients as we're seeing elsewhere. Residents, though, there are breathing now a sign of relief. Brian Hamrick has the story from Cincinnati.
In the areas where you see high water signs,
we watch it,
are also signs of anxiety on the rise.
Just taking pictures, watching the flood, watching the water, make sure it don't go too high.
Sandy Farrell and her husband Richard,
they say it's blocked at 8 mouths,
not only live near the river but have tracked the rise and fall of the Ohio for decades, taking a picture of its every flood-worthy move.
I've got an album from 1955 all the way up to 2005.
For today's album, the Waterfront Restaurant is not only taking extra steps to stay open, they've had to add extra steps to do it. The river has wreaked havoc on some low-lying roads like Kellogg in front of River Downs. And at Coney Island, floodwater is about to take a dip into the Sunlight Pool. Meanwhile, on the east end, the high water has brought an armada of debris pressing on the gangplank at this marina.
So you got to do it the river. The river makes the rules out here.
All we do is follow them. Following the rules of a river that for now is a little wild.
All right, and now we turn it over to Chris. And Chris, you know, as they said yesterday, the water always wins. And Chris now has more on the U.S. flood risk.
Exactly right. And we want to talk about that for a moment. Talk about the areas that have the greatest risk for flooding. And of course, you know, the areas we're seeing it right now at high risk. This is courtesy of the National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration. Also below average, I want to point out that throughout much of the West, it is below average, but, you know, a heavy rain event can just, you know, turn that totally around. So this is, you know, just a risk. This is kind of a general idea. And you can see the areas in green where we've had the most snow and or the most rain. Now take a look at this. This is 30 feet on the Red River there. And this is courtesy of Dr. Donald Schwert from North Dakota State University. So 30 feet, that's what 30 feet on this, trying to do the F and the T there. That's what 30 feet looks like as far as, you know, being on this bridge. So keep that in mind. That is major flooding going on at 30 feet. Let's go ahead right now and talk about some other areas where we're expecting major flooding. Those little purple squares there right along in and around the Fargo area. So that purple, keep that color in mind. I want to show you something else here. Again, that picture we just looked at, that was this morning at 30 feet. This line is what's happened so far. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. This right here is the forecast. All of this purple, major flooding. This line up here, record stage of a little bit more than 40 feet. So the forecast does go close to that record stage of 40 feet. So, Alex, we are not done yet with the flooding, at least the rising water around Fargo. So now let's go find out what's happening on weather.com with Alex.
Yeah, Chris, because of course that bewitching time will be Sunday morning as we watch the water get even higher. So if you're at home and you're online, weather.com obviously. And here's a look at a really few interesting things on some stories. One story about, of course, what we're looking at, the Fargo flood threat. That's just one of the stories on the homepage, showing the pictures, the story, and of course the community camaraderie, which has been one thing. And also, of course, in some better news, how about some temperatures? Philadelphia, 70 degrees tomorrow. All your forecasts right there at your fingertips as well. So some of you getting firsthand knowledge of the flooding in the upper Midwest, send us your pictures, eyewitness pictures and video, eyewitness@weather.com. We're back right after the break.
This spring, everyone's looking for value. That's why you should take a look at Lowe's, because no one beats Lowe's prices. We'll match the lowest advertised price you can find, plus give you an additional 10% off. And right now, Lowe's has lowered the price on all our John Deere walk mowers. Lowe's, let's build something together.
Brought to you by Lowe's. Experience. Lowe's, let's build something together.
Woman down from nasal allergy attack, but we've got the ammunition she needs. Amneris. Amneris to the nose. Omneris works differently than many other allergy medications. Omneris fights nasal allergy symptoms that occur from allergic inflammation. Relieve those symptoms with Omneris. Side effects may include headache, nosebleed, and sore throat. Her nose is at ease. We have liftoff! Remember, Omneris. Ask your doctor. In the battle against nasal allergy symptoms, Omneris combats the cause.
Before you head out here, start your season right at Cabela's Spring Great Outdoor Days, our biggest show and sale of the year. Let our expert outfitters show you the hottest new gear at tough-to-beat prices. Field tested, field proven. You can trust our gear. So get ready now with helpful tips from Cabela's experts. Don't miss incredible doorbusters this Saturday. Count on Cabela's, world's foremost outfitter.
After the crash, I had no idea what to do. Should I speak to an attorney? Should I deal with the insurance company on my own? Things you never think about till it happens to you.
We're here to give you sound advice that may have lifelong effects. Are you getting proper treatment? Do you have a legitimate claim? Who should you trust? I'm Ed Idle.
I'm Mark Crosby, reminding you that after an injury, there's no such thing as asking the wrong question.
Contact Idleman Crossley online at youaretheprotected.com.
Highest elevation in the world. The harsh conditions and lack of oxygen strip away rational thought and push the body to its breaking point. Based on the best-selling true life story, the controversial yet ill-fated expedition that turned the top of Mount Everest into the deadliest point on Earth, into thin air, on the premiere of Flick into Forecast, Friday, March 26th at 8 p.m. on the Weather Channel.
Tornado Week, beginning Sunday, April 4th on the Weather Channel. And now, your local on the 8s.
Here's our local Doppler radar. For tonight, mainly clear skies, low 33, winds light and variable. And on Thursday, a mainly sunny sky, high 68, winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Well, there were some tense moments in Marshfield, Massachusetts today after a horse fell into a pool. Now, the cover of the pool gave way as the horse just tried walking across it at this home near Boston. After a struggle, firefighters and animal rescue were able to get the animal out safely. Well, it's been so warm there, Chris, that maybe the horse was just trying to take a dip.
Could be. You never know. Let's go and talk about some other water locations and water located in places, Alex, we don't want it. Flooding pictures topping our eyewitness at weather.com. A lot of these have been coming in here, and you don't want to see water around trees like this. I mean, that's just not typically the typical environment for these trees. So that indicates the water is where it should not be, or at least where we don't want it to be. Lisa Walker sent this one in, Watertown, South Dakota. Meanwhile, New Jersey also seeing its share of flooding as well. And take a look at this. The home. I mean, you could take a boat right up to the roof there. We have our tools or whatever we have going on there, and in the background you can see, look at the garage. Yeah, if there were cars in there, the cars would probably be just about submerged. So flooding can do a lot of damage to a home. You go to this website right here and floodsmart.gov. and you can go and you click on how many inches in your home, like how high the water would get, and then it itemizes the list over here and kind of shows you the damages potential and gives you a grand total. And the list starts at 1 inch, goes all the way up to 18 inches. So flood can cause a whole bunch of damage. Alex?
All right, FloodSmart, certainly a great website. Chris, thank you very much. All right, it is time for Where Am I? And I'm home to 3 colleges, including Central Baptist and Hendrix College. My lowest recorded temperatures, 15 degrees below. Each May, I host a festival named after a local river stop. And if you guessed Conway, Arkansas, you were right. Sent in by viewer and Facebook friend Kent Skiles. So Kent, thank you so much. We appreciate it. If you've got a great idea for Where Am I, send it in as well. We'd love to see it. Well, also tonight, of course, Florida did see some rain today, but what about tomorrow? Next, Chris will take you from Miami, Florida to Medford, Oregon for your coast-to-coast forecast. He wraps it all up in 60 seconds, and he is on the clock with it. And also tonight, we're going green in tonight's Top 5. We'll have more on the country's St. Patrick's Day celebrations, the ones that have been around the longest. Do you think you know? Well, we'll tell you coming up.
Little Debbie is taking to the streets on a coast-to-coast share-a-thon to share new Little Debbie cupcakes with America. Because when you share the chocolatey goodness of a Little Debbie cupcake, you share a smile. Little Debbie, unwrap a smile.
Fire damage strikes fast. So do we. When you call the cleanup specialists at 1-800-SERVPRO, like it never even happened.
Today's top Facebook story, a local woman is totally psyched for flip-flop weather. Twitter confirms.
Introducing the backflip from AT&T. Breaking the news that's important to you.
A late-breaking email and wall post. An area man has decided not to attend the paintball trip.
Introducing the backflip. Facebook, Twitter, text, and more. Streaming on a single screen. Only on AT&T.
Wow! That's a low price! Wow! That's a low price! Wow! That's a low price!
How many products do we carry?
Wow!
7,000.
I'll get him a cart.
Ah, diggity dog! That's a low price!
Staples has low prices on everything you need for your office, and we mean everything. Staples, that was easy.
Right now, when you stay 2 separate times with Comfort Inn or any of these other Choice hotels, you can earn a free night. 1 + 1 = free. No matter how you add it up, it's free. Book now at choicehotels.com.
60-second forecast time. I'm Chris Warren. That forecast starts right now. And wow, that's a warm temperature in New York City. 71 degrees, plenty of sunshine on your Thursday. We're going to be in the upper 60s in the nation's capital and in Philadelphia. And Charleston, West Virginia, 65 degrees. Same story in Pittsburgh. The South, few showers lingering around from that low that's with us right now throughout parts of South Carolina, maybe into North Carolina as well. Southern Florida, you're going to see some showers pop up later in the day. More 60s and a few 70s in the southeast. We take a look at the picture for the Midwest, and notice we have some very warm temperatures, about 20 degrees warmer than average in some areas. But out here, a little green on the map showing that we have another weather system that's starting to take shape, and it's going to bring some changes throughout much of the country by the end of the weekend. It's going to make it all the way to the East Coast. But on your Thursday, this is where that system is located. Cooler air coming in. 81 degrees in Las Vegas. Definitely some nice pool weather there. Same story in Phoenix, mid-80s. That's your 60-second forecast. Alex?
All right, Chris, thank you very much. Fargo is under a state of emergency, and our Julie Martin is there. Hi, Julie.
Hi there. Well, residents of Fargo have made it through one major hurdle, filling 1 million sandbags. Now it's largely a waiting game. Coming up, we'll take a look at how high the Red River is forecast to crest and when, right after the break.
No matter what you choose to run in, new Tide Plus Febreze Freshness Sport is the #1 sports detergent for stain removal, and it eliminates odors. New Tide Plus Febreze Freshness Sport. Style is an option. Clean is not.
Hi, may I help you?
Yes, I hear Progressive has lots of discounts on car insurance. Can I get in on that?
Are you a safe driver?
Yes.
Discount. Do you own a home?
Yes.
Discount? Are you gonna buy online?
Yes.
Discount! Isn't getting discounts great?
Yes!
There's no discount for agreeing with me.
Yeah, I got carried away.
It happens to me all the time.
Helping you save money. Now that's Progressive. Call or click today.
Bathroom is still life? How about bathroom is real life? Moen. Buy it for looks, buy it for life.
This spring, enter an entire world where the adventures of Harry Potter come to life. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter, only at Universal Orlando Resort. Log on to universalorlando.com for more information.
Stay tuned for your local on the 8s, brought to you by Subaru, exclusive sponsor of Weather Ready Driving Safety.
We love getting our Outback dirty because it seems like the dirtier it gets, the more it shines.
The Subaru Outback, Motor Trend's 2010 Sport Utility of the Year.
Hurry into the Subaru Love Spring event for great deals on all models, now through March 31st.
Know what to do, whatever the weather brings. Be weather ready. And now, you're local on the 8s.
Currently, the temperature is 49 degrees under clear skies. Our local Doppler radar. For tonight, mainly clear skies, low 33, winds light and variable. And on Thursday, a mainly sunny sky, high 68, winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And Thursday night, mostly clear skies, low 42, winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And on Friday, mainly sunny, near record high temperatures, high 71, winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Our 7-day outlook.
Everyone, well, new video in tonight. The Des Moines River has now swollen past its banks, and now families in the Birdland neighborhood are packing their bags. The same area flooded in 2008. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the show. Of course, we are watching rivers rise from the Great Lakes to the Northern Plains.
Right now, officials in Fargo, North Dakota are hoping 1 million sandbags are enough to hold back the inevitable. Tonight, the Weather Channel's Julie Martin joins us live from Fargo, where the race continues to fight potential flooding. Julie.
That's right. Well, the fight continues here in Fargo. People doing everything they can. A huge coordination of teamwork and volunteers. It is a day off for thousands of high school kids in Fargo, North Dakota, but they're getting a lesson in compassion.
The neighbors where we were yesterday, the residents that we were sandbagging, they were so pleased with our kids, their effort, their politeness, their hard work. They were so grateful as we left. Tears were in their eyes, so it makes our day.
They're among an army of volunteers fighting against the rising Red River. So far, they've filled 1 million sandbags, the city's goal. The mission now spreading what's left to the neighborhoods that need the most protection.
Well, I'm certainly wondering if I'm going to be able to stay in my home. It may be bought out. They may need to take my home.
Huh.
Yeah.
This is your parents' home, though.
This was my parents' home, and I raised my last 3 kids here.
On Fargo's south side, work in the Oak Creek neighborhood is winding down. Residents in the subdivision of 19 homes have worked nonstop over the past 2 days to help build this levee that stretches for almost a mile.
It's all grassroots. It's all from bottoms up. Everybody somehow pitches in whatever they need to do.
Stan Schultz considers himself seasoned. This photo album from last year explains why.
All the homes were fine. I'm not worried at all. I just, after what we went through last year, we have 100% confidence in the community.
This time, they aren't taking any chances with the expected 38-foot rise.
I think we had like 60,000 sandbags in this neighborhood alone. 5 skid steers running them to the backyards, and probably 200 volunteers at any one time in lines throwing these bags.
A lot of sore backs here?
Yeah, I think so.
But if the hard work pays off, the city's residents will survive another battle against the odds. Until then, there's no stopping their will to hold back the water.
Perhaps some of our parents, told us about their experiences, maybe our grandparents in World War II, and what it was like when the whole country was together. And that's how this community feels. I mean, it's just like there's no question to ask. Everybody's here to help. Whatever needs to get done gets done.
And Chris, the weather should be decent for the rest of the week in terms of getting those sandbags into the backyards and where they need to be. And by the way, they've filled enough sandbags now that they can stop as far as that's concerned. Back to you, Chris.
Thanks, Julie. And get some rest. Rest that back. Take it easy. Now, part of the reason we've been seeing all this water heading into the rivers, we've got all that snow melt because of all these mild temperatures. And that's exactly what we're seeing right now in northern locations. 40s and 50s. These are current temperatures. I mean, this wouldn't even be bad if these were our high temperatures. But this is what's going on right now. Let's talk about that forecast. Now, we have the yellows, oranges, and reds, warm colors indicating warm temperatures here. 60s in many spots. The number next to it, how far away from average we are. That's your Thursday. Now, your Friday, same story. We're going to see more yellows and reds on the map indicating some very, very mild temperatures. Alex?
All right, Chris, thank you very much. Well, taxpayers pay millions of dollars each year to replenish beachfront properties. But with sea levels predicted to rise up to 3 feet by the end of the century, some scientists say it's futile work and it's wasting money. NBC's Ron Mott has the story.
Beyond the beach grass on the North Carolina coast, it's raining sand. Part of an expensive facelift called Nourishment that you're paying for.
No matter who pays for it, we can't hold the line.
And the sight of it all gets under Orrin Pilkey's skin.
We can't keep the shoreline in place. We can't. The status quo is not going to work. We've got to do something different instead of coming out here and spending tax money here to bail out people.
The people Pilkey contends benefit most are beachfront property owners, ignorant, he says, of the realities of erosion and a rising sea.
This is a form of societal madness to build buildings right up next to an eroding shoreline. Doesn't make sense.
But it has meant lots of dollars and cents for contractors, as we've reported before.
You know the expression, throwing good money after bad? This may be a perfect example.
$1.5 billion plus over the past 20 years to dredge and relocate sand from the ocean floor.
By placing sand out there, it provides a false sense of security, and I also believe it provides a sense of entitlement to property owners who think that the federal government should come on in and put sand on the beach periodically in perpetuity.
The federal government is spending as much as $8.5 million to shore up this beach and several others here in North Carolina. But unless something changes, the sand will simply wash away in just a few years, possibly followed by yet another dumping of taxpayer money. Coastal officials and lobbyists pushing for even more government money, $450 million in the next federal budget, about 9 times what the president proposes, argue the upside far outweighs the cost.
Beaches are America's #1 tourist destination. Tourism is America's #1 industry. Why would we not want to invest federal dollars in a project that is so important to the entire country?
Though critics say what's most important is recognizing beach nourishment is awash in futility and fleecing America. Ron Mott, NBC News, Curie Beach, North Carolina.
And in North Carolina and South Carolina, we're going to see a few showers on your Thursday. Otherwise, still looking dry and mild for the Northeast. Very dry and mild. Middle part of the country also very warm. Actually, we can say Chicago 65, Houston 71. That next storm system developing here in the west, and that is going to be pushing off to the east in the coming days, and still very warm in the southwest 70s and 80s. Also, it's going to be pretty warm in the northwest. Portland, Oregon, we are seeing a few clouds, but eventually we are going to have some very mild temperatures. So just a few clouds there in Portland. As we look over the Willamette River next few days, we're going to see temperatures in the 60s for many spots in the northwest. Alex?
All right, you miss home, Chris?
A little bit.
I bet. All right, so how did you celebrate today? Of course, it was St. Patrick's Day. Millions lined parade routes from Indianapolis to Chicago and New York. Next, in our top 5, we'll talk about some of the longest running St. Patrick's Day parades in history. You think you know which one it is? That story is coming up. And how about our worst weather picks? I chose Atlanta. That's that one. I don't think it was a big seller, though.
Let's raise a glass to raising oranges the natural way. Here's to growing oranges on our own soil, never importing them. Here's to orange juice raised right. The only major orange juice brand that's 100% Florida. Florida's natural.
Brought to you by Florida's natural brand orange juice, the only major orange juice brand that's 100% Florida and never imported.
This is a strawberry Pop-Tart, and this is the warm, fresh-baked taste of a strawberry toaster strudel. See the difference? Pillsbury Toaster Strudel, the one kids want to eat.
It flows across our world, all of it connected, sustaining every living thing. There's nothing more important on our planet than water. That's why Brita has partnered with the Surfrider Foundation, because cleaner water in our world is just as important as cleaner water in our homes. Reduce lead and other contaminants with the advanced filtration system of Brita.
Honda Accord and Toyota Camry stand behind their powertrain for up to 60,000 miles. Chevy Malibu stands behind theirs for up to 100,000 miles, which makes it pretty clear who's standing out front. The Consumer's Digest Best Buy 2 years running. Chevy Malibu. Compare it to anyone, and may the best car win. Now, qualified lessees get a low-mileage lease on this 2010 Malibu LS for around $199 a month. Call for details. See your local Chevy dealer.
Good day, citizens. As we speak, Lending Tree is scanning the country for great mortgage offers.
Offer located. Refinance today before rates go up. Call 1-800-555-TREE or go to lendingtree.com.
It's not enough to believe in legends. Josh Gates wants to meet them for himself.
Oh, you see that?
To uncover the truth.
There's a mermaid here. I'll find her.
Destination Truth, season premiere tonight at 10. Only on Sci-Fi.
Stay tuned for your local on the 8s, brought to you by the islands of the Bahamas. For deals as amazing as our water is, visit bahamas.com/deals. It's better in the Bahamas.
It's better in the Bahamas. Romance all the day. All the hideaways for the lazy days. All the nights the people play. Ooh la la la, ooh la la. It's better in the Bahamas.
For a limited time, get a free companion airfare. Call 1-800-BAHAMAS or visit Bahamas.com. Minimum stay, taxes, fees, and restrictions apply.
Tornado Week, beginning Sunday, April 4th on the Weather Channel. And now, your local on the 8s.
Currently in our area, 47 degrees under clear skies. Here's our local Doppler radar. For tonight, mainly clear skies, low 33, winds light and variable. And on Thursday, a mainly sunny sky, high 68, winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Our week ahead.
Well, this day in history takes us back to 1990, where flooding killed 22 people in the southeast. Some parts of the area had 16 inches of rain in 2 days, and the floods came with a $100 million price tag in Alabama alone. All right, here's a look right now at the radar, and you can see from Georgia to the Carolinas. We're just talking about the Carolinas and the beaches there getting walloped with some rain as this area of low pressure spins right around Georgia, keeping us in the showery conditions through the night tonight, and then finally drying out for the days ahead. So in that vein, it is time for today's worst weather, and I did choose Atlanta, Georgia, not just for the showers, but more for the raw nature of it all. Temperatures stayed in the 40s all day. We did hit 51 at 9:40 this morning, but cold, showery in the 40s. We should be at 65 this time of year, and it's kind of part and parcel to the last 2 months have just been so cold and really well below average.
And I picked Panama City, Florida for the people who live in the Great Lakes and are on spring break in Florida right now, where we had temperatures in the 60s today around the Great Lakes, and then you come down to the Gulf Coast and the water is colder than that, you know, so not even a great day to be at the beaches when it should be. You know, this time of year it should be nice there.
All right, so what we always do every night, I give a choice, Chris gives us a choice, and we ask you to weigh in. And tonight, Panama City, hands down, it took it. So here's what you guys were telling us online. Pretty funny. Facebook friend Sharon saying to us from Panama City, spring breakers can't even go to the beach there. So they packed out Pier Park and everywhere else down there. Even Walmart on the beach had kids' lines wrapped around the place with kids.
Yeah, that's it's tough. Facebook friend Cooper Barrett says, Panama City, the water is freezing still, and it's been cold and windy nonstop. You know, you go to the beach.
And if that wasn't enough, Doppler Tom saying, Panama City is my pick as well. I concur with Chris because it was warmer and nicer here in Detroit than in Panama City. So you should spring break here in Detroit. All right, Chris. All right, we'll give Doppler Tom. We'll pass along your number.
Detroit, yeah.
All right, so in that vein, also here in the southeast, finally temperature is going to warm up. 9 days ago, we went into the 70s in Atlanta, Georgia. We before that hadn't been in there since last summer. So finally some warmth tomorrow and Saturday, both beautiful in the Carolinas, in Florida as well. And also you can see in Atlanta, Georgia, and really west of that and north through Tennessee. But then the front comes, temperatures cool off behind it. Sunday, wet conditions, so more clouds, more showers, cool temperatures, so certainly a split weekend. Beautiful in the southeast on Saturday, Sunday. Cloudy, rainy, cool, and then Monday we clear out, but then it gets cold again for the next half of next week. So enjoy the next 48 hours. You've got some nice weather in the south if you're spring break.
It's time for tonight's Top 5.
All right, and that we're talking about the longest running St. Patrick's Day Parade in the country to New Orleans for Morristown, New Jersey.
And look at the dates, though. I mean, we're back 200 years, more than 200 years in some cases. So our young nation have some pretty long traditions.
And notice really where they're all cloistered, too, here in the Northeast, New York City. You've gone back from 1762. And the #1 parade, longest running.
Boston, Massachusetts.
There you go, 270 years, back to 1737. You know, and if you're interested in all things Irish and the mythology of that, the National Leprechaun Museum opened this week in Dublin, Ireland. Talk about the pot of gold and the leprechauns.
That sounds like a good time.
All right, so let's take it in New York City. Okay, so they can claim the title to the largest St. Patrick's Day parade in the world. 150,000 marchers, 2 million people lining the parade route along Fifth Ave today.
And we can see right there the Empire State Building in the green in Savannah, Georgia there. Now a live look. And you can see on the right-hand side of your screen. It gets our honorable mention. The parade marches in Savannah through the city's historic district, attracting 400,000 people. This is a live web stream you can see on the right as the celebration continues. See a few more folks out there.
Yeah, the parade was this morning, and for the most part, it got off without a hitch until the second half of the parade, and when the showers came in later this afternoon, and kind of some scattered showers through the night.
Yes.
All right, so the Rockies are going to deal with winter weather and 70 degrees within about a 48-hour period. Chris, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, it certainly is something. In tonight's Storm Tracker Focus, we'll take a look and show you how soon Denver will end up, after highs in the 60s, end up with highs in the 30s.
All right, see and send it. All the weather happening out there. We'd love to see what's happening in your backyard. Please send it away. Eyewitness at weather.com.
Tomorrow morning on Wake Up with Al, I'm live with Stephanie down at Weather Channel headquarters. That's right, the home office. Plus, Stephanie will be playing with the Harlem Globetrotters. We'll have your business news headlines, local on the 8, so much more. Join us tomorrow morning for a wacky Wake Up with Al live from Atlanta.
Sometimes we like to practice a bit before we go shopping.
How can I help you, sir?
I want the lowest price, then go lower.
I don't have that kind of authority!
Plus free delivery, even on Sunday.
Unheard of!
We're ready.
Fortunately, we have the lowest prices around, so there's no need to rehearse.
And Lowe's has free next-day delivery on appliances. Andy actually turned out to be really helpful and nice.
Experience. Lowe's. Let's build something together. Come into Lowe's for $5 off 1-gallon size or $20 off 5-gallon size of Olympic Premium Interior Paint.
Brought to you by Lowe's. Experience. Lowe's. Let's build something together.
It is the highest elevation in the world. The harsh conditions and lack of oxygen strip away rational thought and push the body to its breaking point. Based on the best-selling true life story, the controversial yet ill-fated expedition that turned the top of Mount Everest into the deadliest point on Earth, into thin air. On the premiere of Flick into Forecast, Friday, March 26th at 8 p.m. on the Weather Channel.
Experience fast in all its forms. The IS line at your Lexus dealer. Lease the 2010 IS 250 all-wheel drive for $429 a month for 36 months with 700 due at signing.
Uh-oh. When diarrhea hits, KO. KO Pectate stops it fast. Powerful liquid relief speeds to the source fast to stop diarrhea and get your system back to normal.
Fast.
KO Pectate. Stop the fast with KO.
Living with foot pain? Finally, the first ever pain-relieving cream for sore, achy feet from Gold Bond. Maximum strength medicine penetrates deep to stop foot pain in its tracks. Gold Bond pain-relieving foot cream. Finally, fast relief for painful feet.
And now, your local on the 8s.
Our local Doppler radar. For tonight, mainly clear skies, low 33, winds light and variable. And on Thursday, a mainly sunny sky, high 68, winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. The week ahead.
Of course, your watching us right now on TV, but you can also listen to the Weather Channel. We have radio meteorologists that reach you on the airwaves each day.
And Jennifer Natoso is one of those. And Jennifer, you lived and worked in Fargo. You certainly know the area so well. So talk about what are they saying about what's happening there on the radio?
Well, we were able to touch base today with 790 KFGO in Fargo, and this is the latest from them. Predictions have the Red River coming in at 37 to 39 feet this weekend, about 20 feet above flood stage. That has not changed since yesterday. Those in the Red River Valley are no strangers to flooding. In 2009, the levees held against a crest at 40.84 feet, while in 1997, catastrophic flooding caused billions in damage from Fargo to Winnipeg. So it is with calculated optimism that flood watchers anticipate the coming days.
Most veteran flood watchers think it's going to come in much lower. And we won at nearly 41 feet last year, so 35, 36, 37, even 38 feet. People here are pretty confident.
So to reiterate that, they are feeling confident that the river is going to come in just under 39 feet and that they're going to be okay. Fargo filled its millionth sandbag today. It was the goal to do so by St. Patrick's Day. 1 million sandbags. I can't even though I've seen it, it's still hard to kind of quantify that when you think about it in your mind.
All right, Jennifer Natoso, thank you so very much. We appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow.
And we're talking about some big changes. I mean, we're going to go in some places around the country from feeling like springtime to winter in a day.
Shorts weather to a half a foot of snow.
Yeah, can you believe that? Well, we're going to have more on that on the Mile High City and our Storm Tracker Focus, kind of break down what we're expecting and why this is all going to be happening. That's coming up.
I was about to say we shouldn't say the city and give teases about the city.
So I just ruined it, is what you're saying.
Yeah, pretty much. But what we would have really had to think quickly on our feet to tease. We could say Cherry Creek is there, the Lodo District is there, a lot of sports teams.
Doing your taxes alone could really cost you.
This year I did my taxes 2 ways. I did it on my own online, and then I went into an H&R Block. When I get there, he told me my refund was $2,000 more than what I had found on my own. A surprise.
Tax laws are always changing, so doing your taxes alone isn't for everyone.
I went to H&R Block, somebody that I can have confidence in.
If you want to make sure nothing is missed, choose the pros at H&R Block, just like ESIS and 500 million others did. H&R Block. Get it right.
Where's my car? Where's my car? Where are you?
Dr. Scholl's massaging gel insoles give you outrageous comfort all day, guaranteed.
It's not too far.
Are you gelling? Dr. Scholl's.
Most people make resolutions based on what they see on the outside. This year, focus on what's inside and let Cheerios help tackle your cholesterol. Now, you could win a free box to get started.
Coming this spring, you can truly be part of Harry Potter's world, where magic becomes real and excitement awaits at every turn. Explore the wizarding world of Harry Potter, a world of magical new adventures only at Universal Orlando Resort, where you can be courageous, be outrageous, be extraordinary.
I'm Eric from SafeLight. So you think that chip's too small to worry about? Well, a big bump could turn it into a crack. But if you call SafeLight as soon as the chip appears, we can come to you and usually repair it without replacing the windshield. We inject our special resin, and in just 30 minutes, the result's almost invisible, and it's strong again. Plus, with most insurance plans, SafeLight repair is no cost to you. Don't wait. Call us now or schedule online.
SafeLight repair, SafeLight replace.
All right, our Storm Tracker Focus to our Mystery City.
We're going from shorts and t-shirts tomorrow to mittens and hats by the time we get into Friday. Take a look at this. Denver, winter watches and storm warnings in effect. Winter storm watches and warnings in effect. Here's why. We're going to have a cold front swing through, and cold front basically separates warmer air from colder air, relatively speaking. So we'll go from 66 in Denver on Thursday, and as this cold front swings through with it, some snow, possibly about a half a foot, locally higher amounts. And look at the temperature. 32 degrees for a high on Friday with some snow. So how about that? More than 30 degrees colder in a day.
Well, great for the ski resorts, too, there. They're going to pick up some snow.
Great spring skiing.
Oh, yeah. All right. Thank you so much for joining Chris and I tonight. We'll see you back here tomorrow night. We leave you with a little jig music. Of course, you can see Empire State Building donning the colors of St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, be safe out there and have a good one.
Good night.
Throughout our lives, we encounter new opportunities. At The Hartford, we help you pursue them with confidence by preparing you for tomorrow while protecting what you have today. You've counted on us for 200 years. Let's embrace tomorrow. And with The Hartford behind you, achieve what's ahead of you.
As long as we're winding up our doing dials, let's wind them with precision. Open our throttle to even more selection and turn that savings swagger up full tilt. So when the time comes to bust open a can of doing, we've got all the tools for all the things we need to make them happen. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Right now, get Scott's Naturescapes mulch for the new lower price of just $3.88.
Every Saturday morning,
Good morning. Time to get our weekend started here.
get a forecast for your life and how you live it.
So enjoy that weekend break while you get it.
Weekend View, Saturday morning at 7.
Weather looks fantastic here.
Only on the Weather Channel.
The Weather Channel is brought to you by this cable or satellite provider. You can also get reliable forecasts from the Weather Channel through this radio station or newspaper.
And now, your local on the 8s.
Currently, the temperature is 47 degrees under clear skies. Here's our local Doppler radar. For tonight, mainly clear skies, low 33, winds light and variable. And on Thursday, a mainly sunny sky, high 68, winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And Thursday night, mostly clear skies, low 42, winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And on Friday, mainly sunny, near record high temperatures, high 71, winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Tornado Week, beginning Sunday, April 4th on the Weather Channel. The time.
6 a.m.
The place.
The Weather Channel.
The man.
Al Roker.
Wake up with Al. Now, your local on the 8s.
Currently in our area, 47 degrees under clear skies. Our local Doppler radar. For tonight, mainly clear skies, low 33, winds light and variable. And on Thursday, a mainly sunny sky, high 68, winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Our 7-day outlook.
All right, let's press the rewind button. Tonight, we're taking you back 20 years to 1990. It's been 20 years since 1990?
Don't remind me.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, anyway, all right, back to reality. That's when the Southeast suffered through some heavy rain and some flooding.
This is video from Cedartown, Georgia, and parts of Georgia were soaked with over 7 inches of rain, while Mobile, Alabama was flooded with more than 10.5 inches of rain. That all coming within 24 hours. Incredible buckets full of rain.
I still can't believe that was 1990 was 20.
We gotta move on. We gotta go forward. We can't linger in the past.
Apparently time does move on.
It does, like it or not.
All right, hey, tonight we are still talking about, the past, but also we're talking about flooding.
Oh yeah, from the Dakotas to the Mississippi Valley, residents are rushing to get those sandbags in place. One major area of concern is the Red River at Fargo. It is forecast to crest on Sunday 2.5 to 3 feet below last year's record crest, but still significant flooding is expected. And we're going to be watching this very, very closely indeed. And Paul has more on what we're going to be seeing. Our team of meteorologists, including Paul, has been watching the river closely, and it's been rising at a steady rate, just under 3 feet in some 24 hours, and it has risen 13 feet in just under 5 days since Friday. And it's forecast to rise almost another 7 feet by early Sunday. So how high does the water have to get before it starts to top those sandbags and gets into people's homes? Paul has more on that part of the story.
Yeah, many areas around the Red River and even the Fargo area in Moorhead, Minnesota, Fargo, North Dakota, many areas will definitely be dealing with some flood waters. Now, here's the thing. Unlike most rivers are used to, the Red River actually drains from Minnesota and North Dakota and then flows northward to Canada. So eventually to Hudson Bay and eventually to the East Coast, the Atlantic. But right now, let's talk about what's going on with our current drainage basin. A pretty large drainage basin here across both states. And when we get the river rising and rising like it is now, again, it's well above flood stage. It's in major flood stage and is forecasted over the next couple of days to get up to 38 feet. It's not going to be the record crest that we had last year, but it's still going to be high enough. We're going to see many areas around town dealing with it. Once it gets to 34 feet, 15th Avenue and Elm, starts getting over the dike there, as well as Moorhead, Minnesota, 35 feet there, 36 feet at the First Avenue Bridge here in Fargo above the bridge clearance. But again, they're sandbagging many areas to protect some of this, but some areas they have not sandbagged will definitely see the flooding. And even though it hasn't rained in a while, are we still seeing flooding? Well, with flooding, it usually happens upstream, so all the water eventually has to come downstream. As it does so, it's a couple of days, if not a couple of weeks after that melting has occurred or the rain has fallen. So it takes a while for all this water to drain into that Red River and then finally push north into Canada. Sam?
Well, our flood coverage continues now from Des Moines, Iowa. The city built a 30-foot wide by 6-foot high reinforcement wall in the Burland area, hoping it will keep the levee from breaking. But residents aren't so sure. WHO's Emily Carlson reports.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Jim Wolf isn't taking any chances. Today, he's packing everything he owns and moving it out of his Birdland home.
If I stay here, I'm going to be yelling and screaming and hollering my head off. And if I move, I'm going to spend a lot of money and yell and holler and scream my head off. But I'd rather yell and holler and scream about all the money than yell and holler and scream about not getting out,
Jim's house flooded in 2008, and he believes there's a very good chance it could flood again in just a matter of days.
Well, take the national security scale, put me on the red, okay? Some people are down at yellow and some people are at orange. I'm up here at red.
The city of Des Moines says this reinforcement wall should protect Birdland residents and keep the water where it belongs.
Levees under pressure will show some initial signs of stress, and that's what we're responding to today.
But with the news, the city is finding more signs of stress on the levee. Some Birdland residents are angry something wasn't done sooner.
Well, get the problem fixed. Do it the right way. Don't endanger all these people and their property and their family and their animals. You know, it's ridiculous. They went through this before. Why go through it again?
But the city says they couldn't reinforce the levee any earlier. That's because they say they can't take heavy equipment on the levee in the middle of winter.
But our ability to get to it safely without destroying the levees is one that doesn't come until we get some ground clearance, some cover removed, some melt off.
But angry or not, Jim Wolf knows it's time to get out of Birdland. He's preparing for the worst, yet hoping for the best.
Sometimes you get instincts. You know, if you're doing a story, you also get an instinct about it. I got an instinct.